I'm sorry it's a bit dark in here. It's just this is the only private room I have in my house where I can make a video without being disturbed or having to compete with TV or music or whatever. So I'm making a video about being stuck on Abilify, basically, which is an antipsychotic medication prescribed for schizophrenia or bipolar disorder. And my situation, which is that I've been on it for 5 years, and I've had acute dystonic reaction to it in the form of ocular gyrate crisis, which is basically upward deviation of the eyes for hours on end, periods of 4 hours at a time. That happens at least once a week. So it's a side effect, basically, which you can take medication for, but obviously that medication has side effects as well, and there's no guarantee that it'll work anyway. So, and Abilify isn't the only medication that I've had this problem with. I had this problem with olanzapine. That's when it first started. I started taking olanzapine in like 2004, and I had this acute dystonic reaction to it, which I was given procyclidine for, and I just don't want to be on all this crappy, weird medication that makes you have horrible, bizarre side effects, bizarre reactions. I mean, how do you know what it's doing to your body if that's what it does to parts of your body? You don't know. They don't know how it works. It's something to do with dopamine suppression or something, but I'm not a scientist, and I don't want to be dealing with making decisions about my body that I don't understand. I don't understand how it works, so why should I be making those decisions about what to do with my body? I don't want to do that. And I don't think anybody has the right to force those things on me, although they have been forced on me when I was sectioned. I was deemed as being psychotic, and therefore they had the right to force drugs on me because I was classed as psychotic. So I was given antipsychotic medication, and it's just really sad that can happen in our society, that someone can be diagnosed with an illness and then they have no choice as to what treatment they have, or if they have treatment at all. Why can't we refuse treatment? It's just really sad. So I didn't take my medication today, which was 15 milligrams of Abilify, which I take daily. I didn't take it today because I had such a bad episode last night of dystonic ocular gyrate crisis, or upward deviation of the eyes, eye deviations, whatever you want to call it. There's other names for it, but it's obviously a result of the medication I'm on. I never had it before I started taking antipsychotic medication. I've had it on every antipsychotic medication that I've been on in the last 12 years. So and the sad thing is that I can't work now because I haven't worked for 12 years since I was first diagnosed and sectioned and treated. That I haven't had a job. I haven't been able to practice anything. Volunteering, charitable volunteering, or working in a charity shop, or volunteering for Greenpeace, or Friends of the Earth, or Viva, or a vegan charity, another vegan charity, Animal Aid, something like that. I haven't been able to do anything because I have no confidence. I've been made to feel like a freak. Been made to feel like I've got schizoaffective disorder, which is what they've diagnosed me with, which is basically bipolar and schizophrenia combined, which is just horrible. What? I don't believe in mental illness. I don't believe that schizophrenia and bipolar are debilitating illnesses that cause us to be unable to work. And I was encouraged to believe that when I was in hospital in 2004, when I was 22. I was encouraged to apply for disability benefits and come away from work. Stop thinking that I could pursue my dream of opening an organic cafe, applying for a business loan, or volunteering for Greenpeace like I was. I stopped doing that. I stopped networking. I stopped doing workshops. I stopped doing training, and just was resigned to the life of a reclusive, mentally ill person, basically, which mental illness has got a long history. It started with sort of believing people were possessed or that they were witches. In Africa still today, they believe people are witches. But in our society, that's mental illness. I took drugs. I took drugs, which is not. I don't believe taking cocaine or taking heroin or smoking marijuana can cause schizophrenia. I don't think that automatically a percentage of people that take cocaine become paranoid schizophrenics. I don't believe in schizophrenia. I don't believe in bipolar. I just think that these labels are there to punish people who take drugs. They're just there to make people feel bad for having deviated from the norm. So yeah, I just think it's really sad. What do I do? Do I just go on job seekers allowance, stop claiming my disability benefits, go on job seekers allowance, stop taking my medication, stop seeing the community mental health team sign off their aftercare plan again and say I don't want to see you again, stop taking medication, go on job seeker allowance, don't see them anymore. And then what do I do? Then I'm just back to where I was when I was 22, but I'm 34 now. And I've had 12 years of stasis, basically, being stuck, not knowing what I'm doing or who I am, or just this label of being schizoaffective or psychotic. So I just I don't know. I don't know what I'm to do. Most people around me encourage me to continue claiming the disability benefits, continue taking the medication, accept the diagnosis. They don't understand. They don't understand how destructive it is to accept something that you don't believe, to have to be forced to accept something, to be forced to pretend to believe something that you don't believe. It's soul destroying. So yeah. Well, that's my take on my situation at the moment. I don't know. Thanks for listening.